Stockholm's pretty nice, right? I think so. A very good morning from Stockholm, Sweden. Let's go do some things. So yeah, we're in Stockholm, Sweden, and so here's what happened. I'll tell you. So we got up at 2 a.m. yesterday, caught a 6 a.m. flight from Heathrow, arrived in Stockholm at 10 a.m. local time. From there, we went on a boat tour to see the archipelago, which I will put in right now. If you're looking to relax, have a beer, have a hot chocolate, have a coffee, and just see the archipelago, this is definitely the way to do it. And then after that, we had a quick dinner and we just passed out. We were so exhausted and tired, so let's go make the most of today. It's a brand new day, not as nice weather as yesterday, but we've got a few cool things planned today, so let's go do that. And we've pulled up to the Viking Museum and all this other stuff that I cannot pronounce. Let's do it. And behind me is the Viking Museum, so let's go have a look inside. Sometimes you see something so impressive, you literally do not have words for it, and this is one of those. Video does not do it justice on just how large and tall this ship is. The Vasa is the world's only preserved 17th century ship, and you can only see it here in the Vasa Museum in Stockholm. The warship sank just 1,300 meters into its maiden voyage on August 10th, 1628 due to instability. After lying at the bottom of the sea for 333 years, the ship was salvaged in 1961 and is now housed here at the Vasa Museum. So why was the Vasa ship built? Well, it was built between 1626 and 1628, and the aim was for it to be a flagship and most powerful warship for King Gustavus Adolphus, aimed at dominating the Baltic Sea during a war with Poland and Lithuania. It was also designed to function as both a military weapon and propaganda, projecting Sweden's military strength and wealth. Okay, so randomly there's a James Cameron-esque exhibition here, where I guess the Vasa ship was the inspiration for him wanting to raise the Titanic so desperately, but ultimately is more than likely never going to happen. So these are drawings made by James Cameron to illustrate the images that would be drawn by Jack in the film Titanic, and they're actually drawn by him. And randomly, here's a copy of the Titanic film script. So here we have the actual worn by Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet from Titanic. So yeah, I had no idea that this whole James Cameron bit was here at this museum. That's a bit random, but that was really cool actually and really interesting. On to the Viking Museum now. So, thoughts on the Vasa Museum. That was actually just really interesting. Really, really cool to see. So much history, so much information. Completely worth the entry fee, which is, I believe, 159 Swedish krona. Put it in a little description. And we've made it to the Viking Museum. You got a sticker? Let me see your sticker. Show me. Oh, what? Bro. I didn't get a sticker. What do you think of Sweden? Do you like Sweden? Yes or no?
Like it?
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. That was the Viking Museum. It was about 159 Swedish krone and about 12 pounds to get in for adults. It was actually really informative, really good, and just good to spend an hour or so. They also had like a mini ride there, which was pretty cool. So definitely recommend. Now gonna look for a light lunch, you know, a little bakery or something, just to sit outside in the sun, get a coffee or something. So, finally found somewhere that we're gonna sit down, have a little coffee, maybe a little pastry. So, Karen here has a smorgasbord, a matcha latte, as always, a cinnamon bun, and then a there. So, and I just got myself an iced latte.
So I ordered a smorgasbord, if that's how you say it. I never know how to pronounce it. The last time I had one of those was when I was in Copenhagen, so it's been a while. But they are as good as I remember them to be. So I got mine with pastrami, I want to say some kind of mustard, pickled onions. No, sorry, not pickled onions. They were pickled cucumbers and some crispy onions. Taste-wise, amazing. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, it's as good as I remember. Highly recommend it. And of course I got myself some pastries to finish.
So, what we're doing right now is called FIKA, or FIKA culture, and it is a mandatory break to drink coffee, eat sweets, and socialize. Mandatory. Emphasis on that bit. More than just a coffee break, it is a deliberate pause for connection and relaxation with friends, family, and colleagues, often involving pastries. That needs to be brought over to the UK desperately. So, we currently have no plans, we don't know where we're going, so we're just gonna go, get lost, and enjoy the city. This is Stockholm Palace. It's one of the largest palaces in Europe, featuring over 600 rooms across 7 to 11 floors. While the royal family now lives at a different palace, this remains the official residence of the Swedish monarch and the primary workplace for the king and queen. The main takeaway I am taking from Stockholm is how unbelievably clean it is. And it's gorgeous, and it's very quiet too. There's not like a crazy amount of tourism like there was in Prague, or if you go to London. This almost feels like a small village in terms of people and crowds everywhere. Like, look around me, look. Like, look. There is not that many people here. So we just saw the changing of the guard, which is a daily ceremony held out here in the outer courtyard. So Stortorget is not only the main square in Stockholm's Old Town, but it's also the oldest square in the city. It was mentioned as early as 1420. So right now, just walking around Old Town and just having a look at all the shops and cafes and just enjoying it, really. Just no plan, like I said, just getting lost. Just walked into an organic shop and was trying some of these reindeer salami, moose salami, and they're super good. The one I ended up getting is this spicy one. Spicy reindeer salami. Yeah, and it's so good. Yeah, so we're taking some spicy reindeer salami home.
Yeah, so hi, so welcome to Viltverket. We're a little store in the old town of Stockholm, and we sell wild meat sausages from moose and reindeer and bear, and wild stuff generally from the Swedish wilderness. So, thank you.
So, if you're in Stockholm, make sure you stop by here for some organic food. So that was really cool. Yeah, the salami was super good. That's what she said. Lord Almighty, everybody knows I do not need extra calories, not even one.
So we just stopped by a Swedish sweet shop and I've come across their Swedish sweets. As you can see, look, all different flavours. And I'm going to be trying the pistachio flavour, my favourite. So let's give it a try. Not really sure how to describe that texture. I say like marzipan. So the ingredient says that it was made with rolled oats. I wouldn't say that it's an oaty texture, definitely more like a marzipan texture, but it's good, very good. Sweet, I can definitely taste the pistachio.
And here we have Sweden's narrowest street. Alright, so currently looking for somewhere to have dinner. I have no idea where we're going. Karen is the one that picks where we eat, and I just sit down and eat. And she's decided. So we're gonna eat at somewhere called the Hairy Pig, which is usually what she calls me after we've had an argument. Alright, so we got some wild boar Swedish meatballs with some mash and a little bit of salad and some lingonberries as well, by the looks of it. So let's dig in. That's pretty good. That mash is very creamy, but it goes really well with that sauce that they've given us, some sort of gravy. Yep, that's hitting the spot. Alright, so dinner was actually pretty good. Those wild boar meatballs were nice and savory. Like Lily Phillips or an OnlyFans girl, I could have had a lot more of those balls. The gravy was really, really good, and the mashed potatoes were nice and creamy. It was all a very good dinner, savory, tasty, and the little salad with, I think, lingonberry sauce on it. That was pretty good too. Didn't have the pickles, as I'm not a big fan of them. Overall, I give this out of 5 stars. 3.5? 4? Yeah, I think that's fair. Super lucky with the weather. We're having a beautiful sunset and everything's just lit up in this gold perfection, the soft light that you dream of.
It's not a test, only the best.
right, so we've made it back to the hotel. We're just on the lift going upstairs to our room, and that's going to be it for today. We'll see you guys in the morning for breakfast. And a very good morning from the Hobo Hotel. So right now, let's grab some breakfast. So to start the day, I went with the very healthy option of some pancakes/crepes and a croissant. The ultra healthy Albert style of food. All right, so breakfast done and dusted. That should fill us up for a while, to be fair. So the plan for today is we're gonna go on one of those hop on and off buses, just to be honest, just be lazy and just have the city brought to us, to be completely honest. So let's go find that pickup spot. Oh, there's our bus. We gotta catch it. All right, so we've made it onto the hop on, hop off bus, and we're just gonna do a tour now. So just enjoy some B-roll, guys. Enjoy the ride. So we just got off our hop on and a hop off bus tour, but it wasn't our hop on and hop off bus tour. We went on the wrong one and nobody realized, not the bus driver, not us, no one did. So apparently that happens a lot where people book one tour and get on another tour and vice versa. The guy was just like, yeah, it happens, and left. So we're idiots. All right, so now we're on the right hop on, hop off bus. So we've stopped, I don't know where. Not that I'd be able to pronounce any of this, but I'll put it in the titles now. And we're just gonna have a walk along the front and enjoy some fika. Guys, so don't mind me. I'm just gonna lie here and, I don't know, try not to fall asleep and then just enjoy the view. All right, I'll see you guys in a little while. Okay, so now we're back on the move, but we did enjoy our time just sitting there. We sat there for about 2 hours and just relaxed. I had a beer, Karen had a little coffee, we had some pastries, you know, it was just lounging in the sun, enjoying that Stockholm view. And this big building right here is Stockholm City Hall. You know, I gotta admit, I'm really liking Stockholm. It's super clean and very relaxing. Let's go look at more. So, currently pulled up to Stockholm's longest street here, and it goes a very long way. I'm not sure how long. I'll put it in the titles now, how long it goes, but as you can see in the back there, it goes a fair way.
So we stopped at this cute little patisserie to try the famous cakes here in Sweden. I have no idea what it's called because I have no idea how to pronounce it, but we're going to give it a go. Let's give it a try. God, that is so good. That is probably like one of the best cakes I've ever tried. That is just amazing. Just so, just fresh. Really light, really creamy. Yeah, yummy. Definitely give this a go if you're here in Sweden.
All right, so we've had our little treat, we've had our little pastry, had to wander around. Now we're gonna go back on the hop on, hop off bus tour, and we're gonna go to that little island where the museum was. There seems to be some nice cafes there because that's all we wanna do is just sit around and chill. So we're heading over there. Another bus, another one. I keep forgetting where we're going, so just enjoy it. All right, so went back to the hotel, freshened up a little bit, and now we're gonna go get some pizza, some Italian food. So let's go. And this is where we're gonna eat tonight. So in Italy, you have the downstairs bit, which is kind of like, I guess, more street food bakery kind of style. And then the upstairs, they have a restaurant, and that's what we've opted for. We've gone for the restaurant. So let's have a look at the menu and get some food. I'm starving.
So I have the spinach and ricotta ravioli, and Mika has the classic margherita pizza, which looks insanely good. Kind of a bit jealous.
And I've just gone for a Parma pizza, which looks insanely good. Almost dropped the mic in the pizza. That, I have to hold it like this because my hands are greasy. That is ridiculously good. Holy crap. That is, yeah. You guys are missing out. The dough is really nice. The tomato sauce is lovely and creamy. The cheese is just that gooey. You guys ever remember the Goofy movie where they eat that pizza and that cheese is just dripping? Oh, it's like that. And the ham is good. It's just so well done. Mika, was that pizza good or no? It was good. All right, buddy. Karen, thumbs up to your dinner, yes or no? 2 thumbs up. All right. And you can see that this is like the downstairs kind of bar area. This is really, really cool. And you can see people taking classes in here on how to make Italian food. So that looks pretty fun. So we're heading back to the hotel now. Probably have an early night as we have a long day tomorrow. Our flight isn't till like 10 o'clock at night. So we've got to occupy ourselves for the better portion of the day. The good thing is we do have a late checkout, so we're going to take full advantage of that. And a very good morning from Stockholm. And so we've arrived in this plaza that we've seen the cherry blossom trees over the past few days kind of starting to bud, and today it seems like they've fully blossomed. So let's go have a look. It does seem very busy here, obviously, but doesn't matter. We'll enjoy it either way. So let's go. So this is called the King's Garden, and these cherry tree blossoms were gifted by the Japanese as a sign of friendship. So this is the last few hours that we have in Stockholm before we have to head back to the airport. We're just going to be walking around not too very far from the hotel as we do have an airplane to catch later on today. So there's no plan, just walking around. So seeing this Fika culture in person has really opened my eyes and really kind of annoyed me at the same time, because in the UK, you have to be grateful for your 30 minutes unpaid or your hour unpaid lunch break if you even get it. And over here, as you can tell, it's basically mandatory by most, if not all, companies. So with that, guys, we will wrap it up. Thank you so much for watching and taking this trip with us. I understand that time is the new currency, and again, I'm so grateful for any single view that I get here on this small channel. Hopefully we can grow it. If not, it's just fun doing it regardless. But thank you so much, guys, and with that, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.